Good afternoon and welcome. Please stand as we welcome our dignitaries. On behalf of our executive and senior leadership teams, I would like to welcome you all here today. We are proud to have you attend this important event as the Waterloo Regional Police Service and Police Services Board swears in our two Deputy Chiefs of Police. My name is Allison Sproul, a Staff Sergeant with the Waterloo Regional Police. I am delighted to be your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon as we celebrate the future of leadership within our service. This is also a significant year for our service as we celebrate our service's 50th anniversary. We acknowledge the region of Waterloo is situated on treaty land that is steeped in rich Indigenous history and home to many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. We acknowledge that this land is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Neutral peoples. We recognize the enduring presence of the Indigenous people with whom we share this land today, their achievements, and their contributions to our community. We offer this acknowledgement as an act of reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples of Canada. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Constable Alejandra Vasquez, who is one of our newest recruits sworn in this month. Chief Mark Kroll will take the salute for all uniform members.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Uniform members are invited to remove their forage cap. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guests who are in attendance today. I ask that you hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. When your name is called, please stand to be recognized. From the Superior Court of Justice, the Honorable Madam Justice Lita Madsen. Regional Chair and Chair of the Police Services Board, Karen Redmond. From the Police Services Board, Tony Giovinazzo. Ian McLean. Sandy Shantz. Karen Quigley-Hobbs. Doug Craig. From the Waterloo Regional Police Service, Chief Mark Kroll. Deputy Chief Shirley Hilton. Deputy Chief Eugene Fenton. Deputy Chief Jen Davis. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of the Waterloo Regional Police Service Association Vice President Tim Repperon, the senior leadership team, and members of the Chief's Honor Guard who carry the colors of the Waterloo Regional Police Service. The flags here today contain the service crest and embody the honor, spirit, and heritage of the Waterloo Regional Police Service here in our community. The service colors act as a rallying point of the service and are a source of great pride. They have accompanied our service members at a variety of events in our community since the service's creation in 1973. Thank you to all for joining us on this special day. I am honored to stand before you today as we mark a significant moment in our service's history and welcome our two newest deputy chiefs of police. Their role is one that demands the highest level of integrity, professionalism, and commitment to public service. I would now like to call on Regional Chair and Chair of the Police Services Board, Karen Redmond.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you, Staff Sergeant Sproul, and it's a pleasure to be here. And I hope that you took note that unfortunately one of our board members is under the weather. Everybody else is here. This is a very important occasion for us. On behalf of Regional Council and the Waterloo Regional Police Service Board, I want to thank all of you for attending the swearing in of two phenomenal deputy chiefs. I've come to know both Deputy Chief Jen Davis and Deputy Eugene Fenton. And have always been impressed by their professionalism and their dedication. As we have been tragically reminded recently, policing is much more than a profession. It is a calling that requires support of family, years of sacrifice, and a strong commitment to community service. Our region is blessed to have women and men in our service that possess incredibly high integrity, unwavering courage, and a passion for what they are doing. As they arrive at this career milestone together, I am proud to say that both Deputy Davis and Deputy Fenton exemplify these qualities. Both deputies are a showcase of homegrown talent within our service, having both risen through the ranks within WRPS together. Deputy Jen Davis is a person with incredible humility and possesses a leadership style that provides trust and space for others. Most recently, Deputy Davis led the investigation of services branch, and prior to that, led professional development and respect in the workplace for the service. Deputy Davis comes from a long family tradition in policing excellence. Her father, her brother, and her husband are all police leaders. Deputy Fenton, besides always being the tallest person in the room, possesses a compassionate and calm leadership style and a keen attention to detail. Most recently, Deputy Fenton led the investigation services branch. Similar to Deputy Davis, policing is a family calling. His lovely wife, Leslie, works with the forensic identification branch. Impressively, Deputy Fenton is also an active community member and serves as a volunteer chair of the Waterloo Regional Integrated Drug Strategy. The region is extremely fortunate to have both of these fine people in leadership roles. In partnership with Chief Crowell, you will both help to lead this service forward through challenges and through opportunities. The Police Services Board looks forward to working with you and supporting both of you. Congratulations on this outstanding achievement.
Thank you, Chair Redmond. It is my pleasure to call upon our Chief of Police, Mark Kroll, to the podium to share a few words.
Well, good afternoon. It's such a wonderful occasion to be here with you, and I'm so glad that I'm not presenting a budget presentation. Today we're joined by many distinguished guests, so Chair Redmond and members of our board, thank you so much for being here. Your support certainly means a lot. Justice Madsen, thank you so much for being here. Many members of our service are here today represented in the gallery, including Deputy Chief Shirley Hilton, Vice President Tim Repron from the WRPA, the Chief Ceremonial Honor Guard, always keeping us in good step. Thank you so much. I do want to acknowledge MC Staff Sergeant Allison Sproul, and I want to give a round of applause also to Constable Alejandro Vasquez for a wonderful anthem. Please. Most importantly, many guests and loved ones and friends of our two new deputies. I also want to acknowledge many of our members that cannot be here today. They're either resting for their next shift or they're out there keeping us safe, deployed in so many ways around the region. We're so grateful for our sworn and civilian members who are keeping us all safe around the clock, and we could not be more proud of their collective commitment. Today is a really special day for our service. Welcoming two deputy chiefs at the same time, I don't think it's without precedent, but it is an incredible opportunity to shape the future of our service in our region. And as we celebrate our 50th anniversary this year, we can't help but look back and be nostalgic about our history, those who have built this service to what it is today, but also with great optimism, we look to the future that lies ahead. And in doing so, it's very fitting that we recognized the legacy of Deputy Chief Shirley Hilton. This week, she is retiring. She will be departing after 33 years of celebrated service, and she hates when she is the center of attention, so I'll just keep rolling with it. But she has been a tremendous role model to so many, many in this room, many around the service, and within policing overall. She's provided a lot of strong guidance and wisdom to many of us, myself included. And I do want to recognize her many career achievements and the strong legacy that she will leave. She has demonstrated incredible public safety leadership at a national, provincial, and local level. And although we're a couple days away from wishing her farewell, Shirley, we do thank you for your incredible professionalism and your care for the citizens of this region over 3 decades. Please help me in recognizing Shirley and her incredible career accomplishments. And really today is our Police Services Board's day. They hire and hopefully don't fire a chief and 2 deputies. But it's really their selection of both Eugene and Jen that we are celebrating. And we're so fortunate in this region to have tremendous governance and strong accountability from a very supportive, positive, and progressive board. And in conducting a nationwide and province-wide search for these positions, it was very heartwarming to know that the talent and the capacity that we need was found right here in our own backyard. And along the journey, not to tell tales out of school, but the board did ask me what my input was on the most important skills and capacities on 2 new deputy chiefs. And when they asked me about the crucial characteristics, my first thought was blind obedience. But then I strongly, resisted that urge, and I settled on some important attributes: a strong work ethic, intelligence, experience, humility, an ability to work collaboratively and to empower others, a versatility and a capacity to take on administrative and operational roles, professionalism, people who will challenge us all to be at our best, to find the best solutions, the best decisions, and most importantly, community-focused leaders who have a fire and a passion to improve our organization and to bolster our collective capacity to serve our citizens. So in selecting both Eugene and Jen, the board could not have made a wiser choice. And for this, we are eternally grateful. I'd like to recognize our board. Thank you. So I'm trying to, read the room and keep my remarks fitting, and I'm trying to be brief today. And I was reminded by a conversation I had with my inquisitive 10-year-old son recently. And he remarked to me in a moment of clarity, he said, "Dad, you talk a lot at work." And I explained to him, I said, it's kind of my job now is to do a lot of talking. And he asked poignantly, he said, "Well, did you used to do police work?" And I had to think about it. And I said, yeah, I sort of talked my way out of that part of the job. And he asked me if I missed it. And I said, I certainly do. I said, but now I have this role where I get to support people and to champion and to do that incredible work on everyone's behalf. And he asked me how I did that. And I said, well, it's a lot more talking and a lot of meetings, and that's sort of the job now. And he kind of looked at me blankly and said, "Dad, that sounds really boring." And he was half right. But this is what we have signed up for, is a role of leadership, knowing that we have one role in the organization and that so many of us contribute in different ways. And we all make choices in life. And I'm just so fortunate that these incredible people have signed up to join in this journey. To our members, to our board, and to our community, anyone listening today, today's appointment of two fantastic deputy chiefs really boils down to one single thing, and that is unity. In the eloquent words of Ghanaian author Leila Gifty Akita, unity is the force that binds to build a better world. It is through unity that we have an infinite capacity to affect positive change. And as one united team and one united organization, we are inspired to build something meaningful and sustainable. And I know, looking around the room without hesitation, that this leadership team will be united and will be focused on improving the health and the safety of our membership and also the overall health of our community. We are united in our commitment to ensure that we will serve our citizens with care and compassion every day. And when I think about our members around the clock, they proudly and bravely do tough work. They are involved in a wide variety of proactive and preventative and responsive work, complex investigations, assisting victims and survivors through loss, tragedy, and trauma, and just helping to solve everyday problems. And undoubtedly, this challenging work will continue in the decades to come. However, it is also essential that we transition as a profession and as a service as much of our work into the collective capacity of our region's commitment to community safety and well-being. We have a plan that is designed to unite us all, that is to ensure that through collaboration, that is the cornerstone of everything that we do. The work that our members do every day is, I believe, heroic. We quietly serve people in their most dire need. We provide assistance to citizens who face income, food and housing insecurity, mental health and addictions challenges, family, intimate partner, and gender-based violence, and barriers to racial equity, meaningful reconciliation, and equal access to justice. And in the years to come, our service will be guided by one important and one eternal question: who else can help to make this better? We will be reaching out for as much partnership and as much collaboration as we can to mobilize, to empower, and to redefine community safety in Waterloo Region. Our organization and this leadership team in the room today will break down barriers and silos holding back necessary innovation, modernization, and transformational change to improve the lives of our citizens. And no doubt we will create a strong organization that fully represents the dynamics and the interests of our current and future generations. Together, we will foster unity in every corner of our organization and across our beloved region. So, in closing, to both Eugene and Jen, I thank you both for taking this profound leadership challenge along with this incredible team. It will be our shared privilege to support and to champion and to represent our amazing members, and it will be my distinct honor to serve alongside both of you for the years to come. Our members and our community are fortunate to have people like you who exemplify and live the values of our service every day. Both of you are committed to investing in people first, forging partnerships at every turn. You instill integrity and respect in everything you do. You both share a devotion to our continuous and lifelong learning and an undeniable commitment to accountability. I wish you both nothing but courage and fulfillment in this success in this leadership journey. And as we share this commitment to our future success, let us be unafraid in doing what needs to be done. And let us not waste a moment of this opportunity of a lifetime. So in closing today, I will share words that I've often shared with our newest members on behalf of our entire membership, of our board, and most importantly, on behalf of our amazing community. We all say thank you. I have no doubt that together we will accomplish great things, and together we will make this world a better and a safer place. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Kroll. I would now like to invite the Honorable Madam Justice Lena Madsen, Deputy Chief Fenton, and Deputy Chief Davis to come forward for the official swearing-in.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to play this role for you today. I thought I would start with Deputy Chief Davis. Could you repeat after me, please? I, Jen Davis, solemnly swear or affirm
solemnly swear
that I will be loyal to Canada that I will be loyal to Canada, that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada, that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada, and that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve the peace, prevent offenses and discharge my other duties, as a police officer faithfully, impartially, and according to law. So help me God, so help me God. Could you sign that one? Thank you. And Deputy Chief Fenton, could you repeat after me, please? I, Eugene Fenton,
I, Eugene Fenton,
solemnly swear
that
that I will be loyal to Canada,
I will be loyal to Canada,
that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada,
that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada,
and that I will, to the best of my ability,
and that I will, to the best of my ability,
preserve the peace,
prevent offenses,
and discharge my other duties as a police officer, faithfully, impartially, and according to law. So help me God.
So help me God.
If you would sign the oath of office, please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Deputy Chief Davis and Deputy Chief Fenton.
Thank you, Justice Madsen. I would now like to invite Chair Redmond and Chief Kroll forward for the first badge presentation. It is my pleasure to introduce Deputy Chief Eugene Fenton. With a distinguished career spanning over 2 decades, Deputy Chief Eugene has served in a variety of roles with the Waterloo Regional Police Service, including his most recent role as the Superintendent of the Investigative Services Division. Deputy Fenton assumed the role of Deputy Chief of Administration and Member Services on March 6th. He has exhibited exemplary leadership, strategic thinking, and a strong understanding of community policing. His experience in effectively addressing complex crime challenges and implementing innovative crime prevention measures makes him an invaluable asset to our service. Ladies and gentlemen, Deputy Chief Eugene Fenton.
Okay. Good afternoon. Members of the board, Chief, Deputies Hilton and Davis, honored guests, my family, and our members. I'm both honored and humbled to be standing before you all, being sworn in as the Deputy Chief for the Waterloo Regional Police Service. Last month, I completed 22 years of service, and it has truly gone by in a flash. So much so that I often feel like I'm just getting started. I've had the privilege to work in many areas of our service over the years: patrol officer, coach officer, detectives, search warrant coordinator, IT, professional development, investigative services. In every one of those assignments, I worked with the most exceptional people who taught me and helped me grow as an officer and a leader in this organization. There are too many to name, and I risk forgetting someone important. So I will just say to all of you who I've worked with over the years, thank you for every part you have all played in this journey. We have the most dedicated and passionate members who are doing the most challenging and demanding work every single day to deliver on the mission of our service to ensure that every person in Waterloo Region is safe and feels safe. There's not a day that goes by where I'm not astounded by what you do every single day. There are not enough thank yous in this profession. The scrutiny can be heavy and the danger is all too real. But I appreciate you all and thank you for everything that you do. Of course, the people I have been able to work with over the years are only half of the equation on my journey. My family is where it all starts. My parents, Doug and Cindy, are here today, as well as my grandmother, Audrey. In a few weeks, we'll be celebrating Grandma's 90th birthday, and she is as much a force today as she was when I was growing up. She has not missed a beat. Also with me today are my in-laws, Pauline, Martin, and Maureen. Thank you all for your love and support over the years and for treating me like your own son. I also have 2 brothers and sister-in-laws and several friends, and some new and some I've known since high school, who couldn't be here today, but I am sure are watching online and probably heckling me through the screen. Thank you all for the roles that you have played in my life. During the competition for this role, I spoke to the board about my work ethic. I can assure you all that this was instilled in me by my parents, who have been by my side literally from the beginning, and I would not have even made it to this profession without their life lessons and guidance. Thank you, Mom and Dad. This police service has given me so much, but most importantly, I met my wife here. Leslie is one of our many dedicated and passionate members. Almost 19 years ago, I managed to convince her to marry me, and the rest, as they say, is history. I can tell you without any hesitation, I would not be here today or have had half the success I've had in this career without her by my side at every step. Thank you, Leslie. I love you. Together, we have 3 amazing kids who are growing up way too fast. Abby, Rowan, and Isaac, thank you all for just being awesome and for everything you do to support me and your mom in our careers. You're each talented, smart, exceptional kids, and we are so proud of you all. Also with me today here is Caden, Abby's boyfriend, who has become like part of the family and the gang. So thank you for being here, Caden. Chief, thank you for your friendship and mentorship and guidance over the years. Thank you for your faith in me for this important job and believing that I will deliver what is needed. I presume you also put a good word in for me with the board, so thanks for that too. I am honored to be on the executive leadership team of one of the most inspiring and progressive chiefs in this country. Deputy Davis, congratulations to you and your family. I'm excited to be tackling this new role and challenge with you. I know together we will accomplish great things and hopefully have some fun along the way. Deputy Hilton, thank you for your support and mentorship over the years, and I wish you nothing but the best in your retirement later this week. To the team in the executive office who have helped me get oriented in my new role this last couple months, thank you all. Special thanks to Staff Sergeant Sproul, who has organized a wonderful ceremony today. Thank you very much, Allison. To Chair Redmond and members of the Police Services Board, thank you for having faith in me. Thank you for your guidance and sound oversight. And again, thank you for having the faith in me to select me for this role. As a board, you are all always extremely supportive of our service, but provide strong governance at the same time. The Region of Waterloo and our police service are well served by you all. Thank you for all the work that you each do. I pledge to work tirelessly with you, the Chief, Deputy Davis, alongside our exceptional members and in partnership with our outstanding community partners to enhance community safety for all in the Region of Waterloo. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Fenton. I will once again invite Chair Redmond, Chief Kroll, as well as retired Chief of Police Rob Davis forward for the presentation of the badge to Deputy Chief Jen Davis. Retired Chief Rob Davis was the Chief of the Guelph Police Service for 11 years until 2011, when he retired after 40 years of service. He will present the badge to his daughter, Deputy Chief Jen Davis. I'm now pleased to introduce our next Deputy, Jen Davis. Deputy Chief Davis assumed the role of Deputy Chief of Neighborhood Policing and Investigations on May 22nd. She's a 24-year member of the Waterloo Regional Police Service, having served in a variety of areas throughout the service, but most recently as the Superintendent of Professional Development Division and the Superintendent of Investigative Services. With an impressive career of almost 2.5 decades, Deputy Davis has demonstrated a remarkable ability to inspire and uplift those around her. She is well respected for her forward-thinking, progressive leadership, and has been a driving force for positive organizational change. She embodies the values of integrity, respect, dedication, and commitment to community. Deputy Chief Jen Davis. So I noticed when you say your speech last, there's not much that hasn't already been said. So you may hear a couple of common things here. Chair Redmond, members of the board, Madam Justice Madsen, Chief Crowell and Deputies Hilton and Fenton, to our distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and many friends. And last but certainly not least, to my family. Today I stand before you honored and humbled by this appointment to Deputy Chief with the Waterloo Regional Police Service. I feel privileged to have the opportunity to be serving alongside such dedicated individuals across all levels of this organization who are committed to serving the residents of Waterloo Region and ensuring that everyone is safe and feels safe. I cannot express enough my gratitude for the trust and confidence that you have placed in me and this leadership team. As I reflect on the path that has led me to this moment, I'm reminded of the immeasurable impact of some truly exceptional mentors and leaders that I've had along the way. Their guidance, wisdom, and belief in my abilities has shaped my own growth and success, and through them, I have witnessed the strength that comes with leading with integrity, empathy, and compassion, and I recognize the responsibility that I now have to pay that forward as well. As I step into this new role, I want to emphasize my ongoing commitment to serving the members of this organization and our community. As we have all heard many times before and earlier today, policing is not simply a job, it is a calling. Each day we have the opportunity to make a positive impact on the lives of those we encounter, often in their darkest moments. I am committed to leading by example, being accountable, and to fostering an environment that values compassion, empathy, and fairness. To our members, I am reminded each day of the remarkable contributions that you each bring to this organization. Your unwavering dedication, your tireless efforts, and commitment to our shared mission are what makes this organization exceptional. Let us remember that our strength lies not only in our individual capabilities, but also in our ability to work together, to unify our diverse talents, and to leverage the power of teamwork. In our pursuit of excellence, let us cultivate a culture of continuous learning and continuous growth. And by remaining curious and open-minded and flexible, we will enhance our capabilities, embrace change, and adapt to the evolving needs of our community. To the members of our community, at the core of our organization lies a deep-rooted commitment to those we serve. It is about building trust and fostering meaningful connections. And as I mentioned earlier, making a positive impact in the lives of others. I can assure you that community safety and well-being will remain at the forefront of all we do. By actively engaging with community members, listening to their concerns, and collaborating on innovative solutions, we can work together to address challenges, strengthen relationships, and build a stronger community together. Lastly, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to my family. Many of them are here, my parents and my boys and my in-laws and my brother and sister-in-law, so thank you, and many who couldn't be here. I know that I would not be here without the unwavering support of each and every one of you. This moment is really the culmination of years of sacrifice. They were not sacrifices that I made alone, but sacrifices that you all made along this journey as well. To my parents who understood the challenges of raising a family when one parent is a police officer, let alone two, I know that there were many times when you prioritized helping us over your own interests. Early on, you graciously took on the role of child care provider for our boys, and over the years, that role has morphed into taxi driver, volunteer, or sports crazed fan at various activities, haircuts, doctor's appointments, and jobs. I am forever grateful. To my husband, Dave, who is not here today, I don't know if anyone noticed, but after much convincing on my part, he had a long planned trip. He is 12 hours north of here on a lake in the middle of nowhere
I'm grateful actually that he's getting that chance. And to my boys, Nathan and Connor, who are more than happy to get the afternoon off school to be here. Through all the times that I was away for work, the late nights, the missed school or sports events, the holidays and birthdays that we celebrated on random days, which allowed for us to be together. Your unwavering support, encouragement, and understanding are what has enabled me to reach this milestone. I know that you stood by me every step of the way. Can take a minute for a second. Nathan and Connor, I'm very blessed to have watched you grow, and I'm incredibly proud of both of you. In closing, I want to once again express my deepest gratitude to everyone gathered here today, and to those who played a role in shaping my journey and making this moment possible. I feel privileged to be here and to be part of what I would say is a pretty exceptional team, and everybody here. I look forward to working hand in hand with Chief Crowell, Deputy Fenton, and to carrying on the amazing work of Deputy Hilton. I believe that together we can make a lasting and positive impact, not only on this organization, but on our community as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Davis. This concludes our swearing-in ceremony for our deputy chiefs. Thank you for joining us to celebrate this special milestone. Everyone is invited to please stay and join us for some refreshments in chambers hidden around the corner. And if you need a parking pass, please make sure you get one before you leave. Thank you very much for coming. Please stay and mingle with our deputy chiefs and other members. Thank you.